we are back. Apologize. Delay. We're going to continue to Africa, where we left off. Of course, we got Festival Lion King here. Coming down the last about 3 minutes. Of course, the connection and the Wi-Fi and all that stuff play a huge part in making this possible. So it might not be the most reliable, but I'll tell you what, it's better than nothing. But in the coming weeks, we will definitely be doing more live streams. The live streams is something that I love doing because it's spontaneous. It's basically as you get to interact with me, or if Anne Marie's doing it, Anne Marie. And here we are in Harambe, as you can see. Harambe village here. All right, so we're going to continue from Harambe all the way into Asia. Usually they don't close the park down right away. They'll start doing a sweep from the back to the front. So we still got some time. As you can watch the video as it's matrixing in and out, it does get a little distorted, but you know, I can only go do so much.
I know, he was just saying he wanted to that.
All right, and of course, here's the old Flights of Wonder, which is now that Up Bird Show, which when we saw it was a great disappointment. It looks like they've included a little statue of Doug and I'm gonna be really bad, but I don't know the name of the boy. So if you could help me out, write in the comments, that's great. Well, some Disney fan I am. Oh. I am really bad at that. So now we're coming up to Anandapur. Yeah, that leads back to Discovery Island. We're going to continue on into Anandapur. Of course, you got the Yak and Yeti restaurant. And this pathway will lead you to Kali River Rapids, Maharaja Jungle Trek. But we're going to continue on the stay to Expedition Everest. Looks like they're getting ready for Animal Kingdom's nighttime show, Rivers of Light, which of course, if you search our YouTube channel, we did a fantastic video of it back in 2017. But there in the distance, you can see the majestic mountain range of the Himalayas. Alas, a bit smaller, but range nonetheless. Of course, next month we're going to be celebrating 13 years. Amazingly, now 13 years that mountain has now been around. I remember when it was just a concrete foundation, and then the steel rose, and then the railroad or the track layout did. And maybe one of these days that Yeti will appear to move one of these days, you know, in like previous videos that I've done when it first opened. But only time will tell. So we're going to continue on. Now, interesting footnote, this pathway, believe it or not, opened up in March of 2006. And people were then able to cross directly from Asia into Dinoland, USA. Before that, they had to go from Asia through Discovery Island and then into Dinoland. There was no connecting path, but this added a nice little scenic shortcut. So we're coming to the base camp of Zircazong. A little bit of a fun fact, this bar that you see right in front of us used to be the FastPass distribution area, where before we had FastPass Plus, you had paper tickets. This is where you would get it. So now it's been converted into a bar. So now, coming up to the entrance of Expedition Everest, since it is now past 8 o'clock, Animal Kingdom is officially closed for the day. Which, you know, I am totally okay with that, for the fact that I just enjoy the park as a whole. As much as I do love the rides here, it is nice to just sometimes just walk around and enjoy the atmosphere. Of course, during these streams, if you guys would like to ask me any questions, maybe what's going on about the podcast, why the heck haven't you released any new podcasts or any new episodes? Well, short answer, figure out how to start off season 6. And I haven't quite figured that out. So I've been doing some thinking and whatnot. But of course, here on your left, you do have Theater of the Wild, which used to have Tarzan Rocks, and then before that, the Jungle Book stage show, but now currently has Disney Pixar's Finding Nemo, the musical. Also, a cool thing that I got to do back in the end of January was Goofy's Mystery Tour. Now, if you guys are not familiar with that particular event or name, well, it's a cast member only event where basically you have to solve a lot of puzzles, a lot of trivia, and the more trivia and stuff that you know and can answer, the further along it will get you in the quest. And I will tell you, my goodness, what a hard quest that was. And they only give you like 3 hours. Or maybe it was like 2 hours. But either way, it was incredibly difficult. So here we are going into Dinoland. Of course, since it's closed, the area is closed, so it's just exiting out only. But there it is. Right here off to my left. Podcasts are, again, like I said, a work in progress. So, but they have not stopped. You can still listen to old episodes, but maybe I just need a break. But of course, we got restaurant stores here. As we pan on over, there's the entrance to Chester and Hester's Dino-Rama. And now we're gonna make our way back to Discovery Island and head on out of the park. And of course, if you're here, I would totally recommend coming to Donald's Dino Bash. The costumes are fantastic. If you ever get to see Chip and Dale in the costumes here, they are adorable. I have yet to do a video on that because, again, when you work at a Central Florida theme park, your day is off, you pretty much want to go to any park. You just want to stay and what I like to call and just relax. Again, and help her in the break. Has an under be heading to Discovery. Interesting delay. I'm talking to you guys to when it slowly does appear on YouTube. It's a good maybe about 7 or 10 second delay. So if my responses aren't immediate, that is why. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm freezing up a lot. It's going off of LTE, so it's not a hard line or anything, so it's one of those things you just kind of have to bear with. I'm keeping an eye on it on the phone here, so I'm watching the stream as well. So any type of issues you guys see, I will see as well. I'm passing the Discovery Trading Company. And there's Flame Tree Barbecue. Thank you, James. It's always nice to get some feedback about how these streams are going. It will certainly dictate on how many of these I do in the future.
Magical fireflies to awaken the tree of life.
Ooh.
Please be aware that throughout the evening, the lighting around the tree will dim. We ask that you please stay where you are until the lighting levels return to normal. Thank you.
Maybe we'll stick around and watch this.
As the day comes to an end, we gather to welcome the night and the special magic it brings. Here, under the spreading branches of the tree of life, the spirits of the animals come alive, sharing their stories for us to experience and remember. We welcome you to embrace this magic and all of nature's wonders as we awaken the night.
음.